Hey everybody, I want to talk about a great way to keep your life stress-free when there's an inalienable toxic person in your life. This could be a narcissist, this could be a borderline, it could be any number of, you know, um, how to just keep your head screwed on straight without losing your shit and getting overly stressed. um, and it comes down to this. They, especially narcissists and manipulators, they're very good at making you believe you've got a problem that you need to solve. You don't at all. And think about this for a second, okay? Especially if you're dealing with somebody like a narcissist and all the drama that they cause and all the stress and headaches, okay? Um, their prerogative is to destroy you and make your life miserable, right? Their prerogative is not to point out your responsibilities and the things you need to do. They're not there to help you get things done at all. Especially if you think about the fact that if this person wasn't around, this problem wouldn't even, it either wouldn't exist or it wouldn't be getting the spotlight, drama, and attention that it would be. Um, so so understand this first of all, and this is especially typical if you're going through like a divorce or a breakup or where there's children involved. And they're going to be the ones constantly reminding you of your responsibility and the things you need to do. This is where it breaks down. You don't have to do shit, and you shouldn't, because it's actually their problem. They are projecting it onto you. One of the things with narcissism is they have deficiencies in usefulness in general, right? Which is one reason why they have supplies. It's like their friends, their social circle is a chessboard, okay? So your little chess piece. They're not the ones actually doing the fighting. When you play chess, it's not you jumping down on the board fighting, right? It's a piece, it's a pawn or whatever other chess piece. I don't know, right? When you play chess, you don't actually die. No, you live, right? The narcissist wants to move you to this certain place and say, I want you to take care of this, kill the knight, kill the bishop, whatever. And if you do it, and then they're either going to move you to another one and say, okay, now do this. Or, I mean, if you die, well, then whatever, you were just part of the game, okay? And so it's very important to understand this, that they're not there to help you. They're not there to point out your responsibilities. They're not on your side. They generate problems because they want you to do something for them, okay? And so here's what you do. You say, like they say, you need to do blah, blah, blah. You say, I ain't doing shit. You can do it. I ain't doing shit. That's all you. Sounds like your problem. One of the best asshole phrases that I love. It's a 3-point punch, and I think I did a video on this eons ago. And you say, wow, you should have thought of that. It's not my problem, and I wish I cared. You should have thought of that. It's not my problem, and I wish I cared. Those three things all together. And I actually got that from my brother when I was going through my divorce. And he was trying to get me to see the light, and I still wasn't quite seeing it. I was still just in this whole dissonant, disconnected, what do you call it? Dissociated type of reality. I have to do all these things. God, I have to do this. I have to do this. And I'll never forget, because we had a laugh about this forever. He's like, no, you don't have to do shit. The only thing you should tell her is, wow, you should have thought of that. It's not my problem, and I wish I cared. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that and remember that. It's still to this day one of my favorite ways to handle a toxic person. It's just, well, you should have thought of that. It's not my problem. Wish I cared. And that's what you need to do. When they're harping on you, trying to stress you out and make you do this, God, leave me alone. Like I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to. It's like, yeah, okay, you're telling, when you say stuff like that, you're literally telling them all the things that they need to do to get you to do whatever it is they need to do. It's like, God, I'm so sick of fighting. I'm so sick of arguing. So if I continue to fight and argue, you will acquiesce and do my bidding. And they go. So yeah, just remember that. When they're coming around stressing, put it back on them. Why? Because you may feel like an asshole for saying it and doing it, especially if it comes around, having something to do with kids, or if it's somebody at your job, or if it's family, if you have a parent that likes to guilt you, I saw this in my family. My grandmother, she would always say, my mother had Alzheimer's. She would always say something like, now I know your mother is sick, but she was so mean to me. It's like, she has Alzheimer's, Granny. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mother, your daughter, said mean things to you. I assumed you were an adult. Right? I mean, they're always just trying to get you stirred up and get you stirred to action, so they don't have to. They live life as a chess player. People in their lives are the chess pieces. They don't actually want to hop down on the board and do shit. No, they got a game they're playing and they want to win the game. You see, you're not the other player. I guess in their mind, life is the other player. I don't even really know who they think they're playing against. The world? I don't know, but they're playing for keeps against someone or something, the universe maybe. And other people are just chess pieces. They have no they have no empathy for the chess pieces. They don't see the chess pieces as anything other than a specific token that has a specific use and purpose, certain actions it can take. And that chess piece is either going to be successful or it's going to fail and die. Either way, it's just part of a bigger picture, right? That's all you are. When you understand that and realize that, it becomes real easy. When they come, they try to give you a problem, right? You say, I ain't trying to take on your problems. Hell's wrong with you? The fuck? Go take care of your own problems. Leave me alone. The fuck out of here. Right? And be like, I just can't rely on you to do anything. You just never want to do anything. And be like, I wanted to do things until I realized you were worthless. Until I realized you're a sack of shit. Of course I don't want to do anything for you. And I'm not gonna, so fuck off. You have to talk to them like that. Like anything less, I mean, understand, like if you're playing chess and you're reaching for that chess piece and that chess piece don't want to move, what's it going to take for the player to decide not to use that chess piece, right? And the first thing is this piece may not do what it's supposed to. I mean, pawns are supposed to move like this and less like this. If you're about to move a pawn and the pawn's like, fuck you, I'm moving backwards, bitch. You'd be like, you know what, maybe you're not the piece I should use for this play then. You see what I mean? You've got to think about it like this. They're trying to get something done. And usually you're not their only option. I'll say that again. When they're trying to stress you out and get you to do something, usually you're not their only option. You're just the first option. So when you act like a bad little chess piece that doesn't move the way it's supposed to move and do the things that it wants to do, right? Just imagine that situation. I'm going to move my pawn forward, and the pawn's like, fuck you, I'll move wherever I want. I ain't staying there. You can move me there. I ain't going to be there for very long. You know what? Fuck your king. He ain't my king. I never met the guy. What the hell has our king ever done for us? He ain't done shit. So, you know what? I'm not even invested in this fucking game. I'm going to get off this damn board. It's dangerous anyway, and I'm going to go watch me some Netflix. You know what? I'm talking about give me some beer. See what? That's how you got to be. You got to be a bad little chess piece. And their move when they come at you, trying to force you into action, that's them trying to move you on the board to get the things that they want. So I've about beat this drum half to death. But I hope you get I hope you hear what I'm saying. You know, don't be a good little chess piece. Don't go crazy and overboard and shit. But you'll be like, you know what? Like I'm not part of your game anymore. I hopped off the board, bitch. Go find you a new pawn. The world's full of them. So I always say they're like a gypsy curse. You can't get rid of them. You have to give them to somebody else. And that's exactly how you do it. You become a bad little chess piece. First thing they do is they like, oh, you know what? Well, instead of that little fucked up pawn, I'll just use this little obedient one. I got options, you know. I think I said they're going to talk shit to a chess piece on the board. But at the end of the day, they're not going to care. And that's one reason why you see them like disengage so quickly. Right? How is it that the sky is falling, the world is falling apart if you don't do whatever it is you're supposed to do? And they stir up all this drama and cause a scene and all this turmoil, right? And then just as quick as it came. It's quiet because they got what they want. And now they're on to the next move. Last move don't matter anymore. Good that you did. Thanks for doing all that. Thank you for moving like a good little pawn. But you know what, now, you know what, I got my bishop over here. I'm going to make my bishop do something, so I don't need you right now. So I just need you to stay put. Don't fucking go off the board or anywhere. And that's why whenever they start to feel like they're going to lose you, they come in and they, you know, do all this shit to keep you in play. Right? Because they already went through the effort to get you where it is that they wanted you to be. And now you're starting to wander off, you know. They're going to come in, they're going to keep you on the board. So, just to wrap all this up, you know what? Like, don't do shit for them. Do the exact opposite. Whatever it is that they're forcing you to do, or trying to force you to do. And again, like if you can go no contact's usually the way to go, but it's not always so. It's not always so straightforward. If somebody's a family member, or somebody who lives with you, or their significant other, or a spouse, or a baby mama, or baby daddy, or baby mama's mama, or second mama, third mama, you know, you might have, you know, 3 kids with 4 women, for all I know. Anyways, so yeah, for the ones that you just, you can't just go no contact with for one reason or another, that's the next best thing. I mean, the gray rock only gets you so far. I tried that for the longest time. Sometimes they just don't lose interest. Sometimes you just got to hit back. And it's always best to point out that they're a sack of shit. Right? Be like, I would if you weren't worthless. It's like, I wonder if you weren't such a fucking idiot, I'd probably help you. But you're an idiot, so I'm not going to help you. You know, you just you got to hit them in that soft, vulnerable, inner true self, that inner child that was beaten down and weak, that's still hurting and all of that unresolved pain. You got to hit them in the childhood to make them go away. Because eventually, like, they're going to know that you know how to push their buttons and you know how to actually hurt them. And they're not going to come around. They're going to go for easier targets than you. And I typically don't encourage people to be hurtful, but you know what? Like, at the end of the day, like, you gotta take care of you first. And you got to fight for your right for... the party is a Friday night, so I mean, hey, I'm gonna kick off here in a minute. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, or share. I always love to hear comments from you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this has worked for you in the past, or more importantly, if it's a bad idea, please sound off, because I don't want people getting hurt or in trouble. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.